Hi, I'm Houston Gunn, and welcome to Shooting for Success, your launchpad for skyrocketing to the top. Today, I want to talk to you about my Grandma Linda's favorite quote and what she has told me since I was very little. When you work for others, you make them rich. When you work for yourself, you make yourself rich. I have a story in my book about when I asked my Grandma Linda to come to my school for lunch on Grandparents' Day, and I wanted to share it with you. Who knows? It might just get you thinking out of the box as well. It was in kindergarten, and my teacher told the whole class to go home and asked our grandparents if they could ask their boss for the day off to come to our school lunch for Grandparents' Day. I could not wait to get home that day and ask my Grandma Linda. I went to her house right after school and asked her, just as I was told to do by my teacher. But her reply had me confused. I remembered this being such a big aha moment in my life. Well, here it goes. My Grandma Linda turned the tables on me and asked me, "Why are you asking me to ask my boss if I can take the day off? What am I taking the day off from, and who am I supposed to ask?" I did not know this at the time, but I've since been told that she was going to use this opportunity as a learning experience for me. Little did she know how big of an impact it would have on me. I did not have an answer for her. I was just doing what my teacher had told me to do and asked her again and again to ask her boss if she could take the day off to come to school for Grandparents' Day. My grandma would not let up. She asked me again, "Who am I asking? In Houston, where do I work?" She had a nice house, nice car, gave me nice Christmas and birthday presents, so she had to work somewhere. But to my realization, I did not know where she worked or what she did exactly. This is where my Grandma Linda took this opportunity to the next level and told me, "Houston, I work every day. However, I don't go to work and I don't have anyone to ask for the day off." I did not understand. How could this be? She walked with me to her kitchen table, showed me a pile of files and papers in her phone, and told me that this is where she worked. She worked every day, but used her phone and does her own projects as a developer in the real estate world. She explained to me that she makes her own appointments and meetings and does her own schedule and can take the day off for Grandparents' Day without asking someone for the day off. Phew, I was relieved to know where my grandma worked, but also I knew she could come to school for Grandparents' Day. Then I asked my grandma what she was currently working on, and she said, "I'll show you." I just thought she was going to show me a picture or papers or something. She said, "Hop in the car and let's go see a few projects I'm working on." She then drove me to some building in our city and started telling me the story of how they got there or who she sold them to or how she built them. But this next one was so cool. My grandma asked me if I knew the building where my new doctor's office was, and I told her yes. She said that she worked on the property so that the medical building could actually go and be built there. She then asked if I remembered the highway road construction where all the workers have been working on for the past months. I replied yes. She told me that it was her project, and as well, she was the one that hired those workers to do all the work on the intersection to get the project done. I said, "Really?" She must have thought I did not believe her. She then asked if I'd ever seen her name in the door on a plaque, as it was a thank you for her large donation to make the hospital be able to be built there and for the deal to be complete so the medical building could be built in our town. We then parked and went into the building. She and I went into the front entrance, and by the main door, sure enough, there was a silver plaque on the wall with her name on it. Wow. Then she told me, "Houston, I want you to work really hard and be very successful someday. And always remember, when you work for others, you make them rich. When you work for yourself, you make yourself rich." The quote rings in my head constantly, and I think about it with everything I do. I wanted to share it with you today in hopes to inspire you to get it to ring in your head too. I'm Houston Gunn. Make it a successful day.